Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 11th, and today was an absolutely gorgeous day outside. Super warm, felt great out there the whole time. It was kind of windy. I took off my run fairly early for me. It was like I usually run evenings, that kind of stuff. I ran, I don't know, before noon, so it was really kind of a strange time for me to be out running. The roads were all sloppy and wet, and I was just covered in splashes. My dog was like literally just coated from like his belly all the way down through his back legs, or just covered in that sandy grit, nasty crap. But oh well, had a really good run. I was optimistic of how warm it was. Took off for my run and didn't dress quite warm enough for the temperature. The wind was blowing up out of the south, and it just totally kicked my butt. Took off without thinking, running south into the wind, which made it worse. I was like really just extra cold. I felt like I was just, I don't know, the whole run felt off. Like I didn't feel fluid. I didn't feel comfortable. None of that stuff. I was going to take off, and I kind of had a plan to run. It's a little over 10K, the route I was going to take. And I got not even a mile from my house and realized I was not going to make that. Well, I mean, I would have made it. It just wasn't going to be a fun run. And I was still super cold at that time and stuff. And it was going to be heading out, like basically out of town, and then coming back in through. And it was way out in the middle of like no wind blocks, no houses, no buildings, no nothing out by the industrial park area. So I gave up and said to heck with it, hung a right instead, and ended up running down through town. A lot more wind blocks and stuff, and I kind of turned, headed back up north a lot farther, had the wind in my back there, and then I got warmed up decent, not really great, but got a little better, and then heading around, kind of ended up knocking out just a smidgen over a 5K. So I really don't have any training program going set this year at all. My goal is to run 12 marathons in 12 months. I thought about running my second marathon of the year tomorrow. Decided not to after the way today felt. Today felt really crappy running. My whole body's kind of felt a little on the odd side. I'm craving some weird foods. I don't know what it is. I've been trying to eat like 15 different things, and nothing seems to be, filling my craving. So my body's missing something. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. So I'm going to keep trying to find what it is and figure out what my body's missing and whatnot. Like I said, it's supposed to be, I think, like 44 tomorrow, something like that crap. It's in the 40s, I think. And I would have definitely could have used that to my advantage for running my second marathon of the year. My legs feel pretty good, but I just, with the way today felt, I have no interest in it. I'm going to go ahead and take all my gear with me tomorrow, and just in case I get a wild hair at my butt and decide to go run, I'm going to probably go run at Tumwa tomorrow with my buddy. Sent him a text earlier in the day asking him what was going on for tomorrow. I haven't heard from him, so I'm not sure what that means. Usually it means he just missed the text and didn't bother sending it back to me. Usually nothing different comes up. His Sundays are pretty much the same as every other day in his life, that he's around home, hanging out, smoking some cigars, gets his running in early. So I might get up, head up there, and if I feel great, who knows, I might go ahead and just run a marathon around Ottumwa. Not completely like optimistic it's going to happen, but I'll at least get my mile in somewhere, someplace, somehow. So other than that, got a handful of things around here, not a bunch. Still dealing with the whole trying to change all my stuff over on iTunes. Giant pain in the ass. Just keeps trying to throw my stuff back. I'll go to sign in like for updates and crap, and it tries to tie it back into my ex's account, and it's just a pain in the butt. Thinking about going through and just doing a complete hard reset on all of my devices now, and just completely start over, dump everything off my computer, dump the hard drive, storage, all that crap, and just start completely over on iTunes and just pretend none of that crap exists and start from scratch. So haven't quite given up yet, because it seems like such a waste of data. I gotta download all that crap on podcasts and stuff again, all my apps, all that kind of thing. Although a lot of the apps I wouldn't download again. They're stuff I'm never going to use. So haven't quite made my mind up, and I've got less than $20 that I've spent over the years on all my apps and stuff, so it's not really a big deal there. I have virtually no, movies bought and that kind of junk, so really nothing to worry about there either. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I'll figure it out. I'm just still kind of playing it by ear. There's a few little things I went through on my phone and trying to figure that junk out. I turned off some stuff that end up restricting other things later. My Road ID app has been kind of bugging me and stuff. It's not really acting right. It's a little device when you're out running or biking or whatever, and if you stop moving after so long, like if you're hit by a car or whatever, or you're injured, it'll send out a text to up to, I think, 5 people to let them know you stopped moving. Also sends them a map of exactly where you're at, which is super cool too. Assuming there's going to be cell signal. That's obviously going to be the key point. If I'm out in the middle of the desert or somewhere in the middle of the timber where there's no cell signal at all, it ain't going to help anybody. So other than that, not a lot going on today. Oh, I went and helped my aunt pick out some new phones for her and her husband from US Cellular here in town. And it's amazing the level of incompetency that some people have. They just, I don't know, couldn't get it through their head. First of all, I couldn't get the girl to leave us the hell alone, so I explained to my aunt what phones that she wanted, and this girl kept trying to throw her 2 cents in, and she was really trying to push for the ones that was going to give her a better bonus. She could clearly tell. And I finally looked at him like, go away. I'm going to tell her what she wants, and then we're going to move on from here kind of thing. And then we got the whole thing all figured out, what phone she wanted. I said, here, transfer this data from this phone to that phone for contacts and stuff. Find out that giant mess. She can't do it because her husband's the main name on the account because they're worth to get a discount, which they don't get anymore because they don't spend over $100 on their cell phones. So the whole thing, yada yada. They're going to close out the account, start over again. They find out they can't do that because such and such and such. One, he has to be there to sign that anyway. Yada yada. Finally got him to actually call his management and approve the fact that she can take care of it. Then we find out there's a glitch in their systems been happening all day. This is after like an hour of helping up there working this whole thing through. Maybe not quite, 35-40 minutes minimum at that point. She says, oh, there's a glitch in the system. We have no luck of transferring phones. I can do it all for you and send it home for you, and then you just keep doing the *28 to activate the phone, and eventually it'll come on. But I'm like, okay, that sucks because the rest of her phones are down then. So it's one of those things that my aunt uses her phone a bunch down there because she's in a weird area with like long distance for virtually everybody she talks to. So she uses her phone, her cell phone pretty much 24/7 for that purpose. So it's one of those weird things there. I'm like, okay, screw this. And they're like, how about this? We're going to get it all set up. We know the phones we want. We know what she's getting for points, which one she's paying cash for, all that crap back and forth. And from here, we're just going to come in Monday after work. She'll take care of it. So one of those things that it's a pain in the butt. And it's just, she could have told us that to begin with. And then we would have saved ourselves a ton of time, ton of hassles, a lot of questions to ask and answer that didn't make any sense after I found out that information. So other than that, not a lot going on. Same old stuff. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.